Hey guys, Green Zero here. Don't forget to go and sign up for Game Replay's 2v2 cash prize tournament, which they've announced. Head on over to Game Replays at all to check that one out. Also in the news, don't forget to download the new patch 1.02 plus release 11, which is out now. And stay tuned to Kane's Wrath Online because we have some more events coming up for you. It's an exciting time for Kane's Wrath. Stay tuned for more updates. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Green Zero back here again with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary again. More Kane's Wrath action coming up for you. Thought I'd do a couple of casts this weekend so you guys could have some content for the upcoming week. Of course, stay tuned to Kane's Wrath Online, big announcement coming. And once again, the Game Replays event is also on the card, so don't forget to check that out. But anyway, we've already covered that in the previous video, but really exciting stuff. Can't wait for it. New patches out, new maps. Cannot wait to cast those 2v2s on those new maps. They're so juicy. I've been playing on the Revora server every day for hours at a time, playing those new maps, and a lot of them are really good. Some of them might need some tweaking, but in general, I'm definitely excited about those new maps there. But we've got this game here today for you. It's Wookibert, that's right, Wookibert, and he's been on my channel quite a bit. Replays of him just seem to rock up. So whoever uploads those replays, I mean, is going to be the one that's gets the cast. This one isn't actually on the replay system, so it doesn't really matter. But we have Unleashed UA as well. It's Unleashed, yeah, #1 player that's casted of all time. Still getting casted. We're on Rift. It's Classic Rift. We're going to zip over here and have a look who we've got. So it is going to be Unleashed UA playing as a Nod faction here. We'll wait for his racks to come up, and that will tell us exactly what he is doing. He's going to be Vanilla Nod versus the one, the only Wookibert is Bestbert. And I don't really like the zoom there. Like Simon does the zoom, he goes like that. And it's pretty cool. But I prefer to keep the camera a little bit more steady. But everyone's got their own style, and everyone likes their own style. So we have Wookibert is. I didn't actually see what faction he was, so we'll have to just wait a little bit for him to do something. If he drafts or if he puts down a refinery here, he may very well. Oh, shadow teams. Shadow teams are out from Unleashed. He didn't call in the support power, did he? He did call it in, and he built an extra squad, which means these buzzers, see you later buzzers, they're not going to be able to beat this, not in a million years. Reaper 17 is going to be Wookibert because he's got shielded harvesters, and Unleashed is like, hey buzzers, buzzy buzz buzz buzz. He's going to kill those easily. Nice work. There's another buzzer swarm down here. Will Wookibert try to garrison? He may try to garrison because it's really all he can do. But again, the shadow team is just going to camp it and just sit there and wait for him to de-garrison. He does take out the power plant, but he doesn't stop the warp sphere from coming down. So that's unfortunate. Something you can do to be super annoying is to chuck down the beacons because they're stealth and they'll give you vision of the whole area and they're free. But he's not going to chuck those down. I tend to do it all the time if I got shadow teams, just so I can keep vision on their base and just so it draws fire as well when like the Seekers or whatever stealth detection comes out. But nonetheless, it looks like he did kill the buzzer swarm. Wookibert tried to de-garrison. Of course, Unleashed just sitting there waiting for that to happen. Will take both the bottom spikes. Is he rushing? He's not rushing at the moment. He's going for a second harvester. And of course, he's a little bit down on cash because one, he shadow rushed and went double engineer. Now, of course, this will work out great for him, but not just yet. And he does snipe down the buzzers as well. The buzzers that were trying to infuse with the Seeker, they will get sniped down. This other squad is probably going to try to take this garrison. No, he does take the garrison with the shadow teams, and then he bails straight out and makes a run for it. Going to put the militants in there, which is probably a better idea, and they will get it. The shadow teams are faster than the Seeker tank. If they take to their wings, they're even faster, but he's cutting corners here, and he's going to lose track of them now. The Seeker tank now has lost track of these units. This power plant is super juicy, and I think he's going to go for it, but he does have a buzzer swarm ready, a buzzer hive ready, and he does reveal it. Is he going to get it down? He doesn't. No, he doesn't get the bombs on. Oh my god, he got killed right as he's about to place the bombs, and the other squad will actually just survive, but no, he's going to die now. He should have just kept it around just to keep an eye on things, and he will be trying to. Oh, he actually takes a shot at that buzzer hive, but he doesn't kill it. So Wookibert does get the cleanup, which is very nice. It was a very smooth cleanup. Unleashed was trying to bomb that, but that buzzer hive just insta-killed the group that was there. Battle markers raging. He's actually got the third shadow team, so he could have kept the other one alive, and then he could have joined it with this one. They are standing on Tiberium, so they're actually starting to die off. That's not good. Unleashed realizes that and moves them now. Luckily, it doesn't matter how many squad members there are. The bombs still do the exact same amount of damage. It used to be that they only did as much damage as how many members are in the squad. So as soon as you lose one member, they just became useless. But that was changed. Bikes are actually coming out, and again, he's against shielded harvesters, which is going to be difficult. And he shoots and moves, which is really good. You want to shoot and move just so it gives them less chance to move the harvester away. Wookibert not even going to micro that. He's just like, hey, see you later. and he does get behind the refinery, and of course you can shoot over the top of refineries when the harvesters are docked, and Wookibert not responding. He's going to have to respond to that, and he does now. The bikes are going to get shot up. There's only 2 bikes remaining, 1 bike remaining. It's not going to be enough to take this harvester down. He realizes it, and he's going to try to make a run for it. Doesn't get out of there, unfortunately. Battle markers over here. Militant squad's just running into the Seeker tanks. So he got a harvester. Was it enough? Not sure. He's got 4 harvesters remaining, and he's not expanding, and he does have tier 2. He will be expanding now, so obviously tier 2 is probably for some dev tanks, because he's not going for any kind of shields or anything like that. And of course you can see that the nerve center for the screen is extremely important, because it gives them so much stuff, so much tech, so much upgrade, and so much support powers. It is very critical to their forces here. And of course he's actually found some Scorpion tanks, so Unleashed is just in force. He's out on the map, he's got presence. He's like, hey Wookibert, you don't have map control, I have map control. And the spikes are really chugging away for him now. He's actually got a refinery on the expansion. This is the thing. He is really starting to eco hard. He's only got 2 harvesters on his main, which is a real big issue. This harvester going to the blue field, okay, Unleashed, if that's what you want to do, but he is... I mean, he has got the expansion up, but he just does not have a lot of eco. He's going to have to do something about that. These spikes won't run the game for him. They'll just give him that nice edge. Scorpion tanks are going to retreat. Meanwhile, there's a buggy over here, and the bikes, of course, are moving around, and Wookibert has no idea those bikes are there. There are a few disintegrator squads for defense, which is nice. He pumps out 3 squads. There's only 1 raider buggy here, which is not going to be able to kill all these disintegrators. He is actually moving them away. Battle markers over here. That harvester is going to die. Wookibert harvesting blue tip. That harvester is down. Meanwhile, bikes come in. The lightning spike is still there, but it's not going to be able to save one of these harvesters. One of the harvesters will be going down. He does get a full harvester. He might just want to back off. Yeah, he's going to back off now. He's going to take a few shots. He might be able to, with some fancy micro, to get another one, but no, he's going to bugger off. We have the, he's actually got another warp sphere, so he sold off this one and placed another one down. I'm not sure if he was trying to do something there and had to abandon it, something fancy. But Unleashed has double ref down here. The problem is, again, there's not enough harvesters. These refs don't really count for much when you don't have enough harvesters. And these Scorpion tanks do join up. They did drive down the bottom of the map, and they will be here to defend. And the Seeker tanks probably can't take them. There's disintegrator squads here as well, but oh yeah, Unleashed is going to want to be careful about that. Get back to the safety of the shredder turrets. But with some support powers being called in, that could be a problem for Unleashed. I mean, these 5 tanks probably won't hold the line here against what he's got. He will be taking a shot at these guys now. Meanwhile, more units moving across. What's happening over there? Bikes driving off in every direction. Not sure what Unleashed is doing. He's a little bit unorganized at the moment. But we all know Unleashed, and he's pretty crazy, and he does a lot of things like this where he just makes things happen. Tanks now going to be moving back to the main, I assume. Yeah, some of them are going to be moving back to the main. Again, he's got some more harvesters. He did build some more harvesters. He's still building harvesters, so there's 5 on his main. There's battle markers over here. These tanks here are actually luring these forces away. Wookibert decides not to worry about it. A few bikes are here. There's another lightning spike here as well. And these bikes realizing this is probably not going to work out too well. They're actually going to get destroyed. Wookibert moving this force over here. There's 1 bike left in the corner. But he is moving this force around. There is a shredder turret here. He's got more shredder turret range as well. He's probably going to pop another one down. He's got buggies. He's got Scorpion tanks. Some of them are getting repairs. He's got a mixed match in force, but it should be fine to defend this out. Meanwhile, Wookibert is grabbing blue Tiberium. He might want to think, oh, look at that. The shadow team is there, and he does lose 1 spike, but he gets the other one. So, and there's actually an engagement up here. There is an engagement. This is probably going to be a mine strike. The Seeker tanks will move across it, and a lot of Seeker tanks will get torn up with that one. That was very cost effective, and he could probably chase the last few down. Buggies and tanks moving out. No, they're gonna detour here. Meanwhile, a few of those tanks did make it across the map, but they're fresh meat for these disintegrator squads. Not going to be happening for them. Wookibert now making a move to his expansion. Has to deploy early here. Has to deploy early because he's going to be under attack. There's Venoms here as well. What is going on? Shadow teams are running in. He's got Scorpion tanks over here. They are going straight for the harvesters. That is blue Tiberium. He wants to try to destroy that, but it is docking, and a lot of the blue Tiberium is getting processed. Almost all of it, yeah, or the whole thing is going to get processed now. So he's going to lose a harvester as soon as it empties its tanks, which is good for Wookibert, but I mean, again, he's still losing a harvester. Venom's now pulling back. This force here pulling back. Shadow's team is still there. These guys just shooting up the Seekers on the way out. A lot of Seekers here, surprisingly no shields. Again, he did drop tier 2, but he didn't really do anything with it aside from a few like lightning spikes. You would have thought now that he's forced into this Seeker spam, or he's kind of committed, he would try to take that shield opportunity here. That 1 Scorpion tank just trying to be a hero, but it's not going to happen. Meanwhile, battle markers over here might be going to just to destroy that spike instead of capturing it, just so Unleash has no spikes. Wookibert has 2 at the moment. Venoms are moving out. He's got quite a few of them here. They're actually going to be moving over here. They're going to try to save the spike, and they will be able to do so. These Venoms now are going to be able to shoot these guys up. The Seeker tanks are trying to shoot at them, but again, the Venoms, they don't have a lot of armor, but they have enough to withstand that Seeker fire. And he will be killing all the Disintegrator squads and then probably looking to get out of there. And he will get them all. And he's actually going to focus down some of these Seeker tanks as well. Seeker's very vulnerable to gun-type weaponry. And I think he should just probably get out of there because he's losing a few too many now. A little bit too many. He's going to lose the whole lot. So that might not have been the plan for Unleashed. But he has an army here. He's got Dozer Blades and Buggies. So Venom's not terribly important now. It would have been nice to keep a hold of those, of course. Unleashed is really spread out. He's still going for more Venoms. He's going for lasers by the looks of things. It can't really be anything else but lasers. More Venoms coming out, so maybe a triple laser strategy here. It could be the triple laser strategy. Haven't seen this for a while. It is very powerful against Scrin, but it requires a fair bit of attention. But you have everything you need. The Venoms kill air and infantry. The Raider Buggies kill infantry and EMP like tripods and things like that, or epic units. And the Scorpion tanks do the most damage, of course, with their cannon. Battle markers raging. These Buggies are going to get cut off. Meanwhile, the Venoms, these aren't Venoms. Sorry, these are Scorpion tanks. The Venoms are probably going to be responding momentarily. I'm not sure where they are. That spike is still under attack, but it's okay. Venoms are here now, and they will be killing this off. And look at this, Buggies, Raider Buggies, Scorpion tanks and Venoms, all the laser units here now. And there's a lot of Seeker tanks and they have no upgrades. Is he going for shields? He is going for shields, but he should wait. He should wait because he's against fully upgraded laser weaponry, and that is not going to work in his favor. Shields is done now. Does he have a tech center? He does. He's going for shard launches. It's really all it can be. He's pretty heavily committed to this. But is it going to beat these upgraded forces? He has the numbers. He has the numbers, but I think Unleashed just will have the positioning here. He's probably just going to move away because he does have a slight speed advantage here, especially with the Venoms and the Buggies and things like that. Obelisk comes down, and Obelisk does come down, and Wookibert now, he doesn't have the DPS he kind of needs. It's going to be a pretty big engagement here. These guys are going to engage, and Wookibert is in a lot of trouble now. Oh, Mind Strike, Mind Strike. Oh no, the Mind Strike is actually over the top of them, so that's not good at all. But is he actually winning this fight? I can't even see the Venoms have actually moved across here, so I'm not sure where Unleashed is going. But he is moving us off somewhere else. There's actually some battle markers over here. Venom's moved too far forward. That might have been a mistake. There's still a lot of Seeker tanks here. And he's going to have to just turn around and destroy those now. And he will be destroying them. He's going to clean it up. Nice work there. This is going to get cleaned up. But of course, tripods are now out. And I don't think that was shard. Oh no, shard launch has just finished. So that was unfortunate. Wookibert, his whole force just got cleaned up as soon as that was done. So maybe not the best idea in the world. But there is a Reaper tripod here, no upgrades. He's probably going to be able to focus it down pretty quickly. There are a few Scorpion tanks here, but there's probably not enough to push him off this area. That with the repairs, that Reaper tripod is very powerful. He needs to charge himself up though, and that'll make him really, really powerful. Has Unleashed, he has made a move for this base, of course. Yeah, he has made a move. He's long range mining, well, not really long range, but kind of not quite close enough mining. But I think I'm thinking about artillery, but to be honest, he's got a lot of tripods here. They're not charging up though. They are not charging up, and Obelisk comes down, and he will be going in to shoot these guys up now. And he's going to probably try to focus these guys down. The first one is about to fall. The Obelisk goes down, and he does phase field them. He is focusing now the damaged one there, and he should be able to kill it off, and he is going to be able to kill it. Yeah, he does. He gets it. But Wookibert realizing that's a bad idea, but I can't believe he hasn't got these guys charged up. We have Seekers here fully upgraded. They can reveal the stealth, of course, but they're just going to get focused down straight away, and they will be getting focused down. Might get the crush off. He does get the crush on that Harvester. Nice work there. There is a husk here, and yeah, he cleans that up straight away. So now it's a push for the middle field. Not much happening elsewhere. A flame tank or some stealth tanks could mean could make a big difference for Unleashed. Whereas Wookibert, if he can put anything together at all, he's actually got something down here. No, that's just Venoms. That spike still stands for Unleashed, by the way, so he has got one spike to Wookibert's 2. He doesn't have, he does, he's got an Obelisk here now. Another Warp Sphere comes down, so he's got 2 of those. And the Obelisk is here. Can he get the kill? He's firing at rear armor. He should be able to get the kill. He does get that one. And we have Venoms here as well. They're starting to try to focus. Oh, nice building block. Very nice building block. Vertigo Bombers. Oh, Vertigo Bombers come in and they destroy the Warp Sphere. And now Wookibert is getting cleaned up. He is getting cleaned up. All these tripods are really badly damaged. And oh my god, I think he might have just lost his foothold on the middle here. Another silo comes down. Not sure what for. There's actually no base defenses there. And Wookibert, that might have been it, I reckon. He just got punished. He is going to fight this. He is going to fight. The Venoms get torn. They get torn to shreds, but those Vertigo Bombers just came out of nowhere, and they just completely said, nope, Wookibert, you're not winning this fight. I'm winning this fight. And he just won that fight with those guys purely. He needs to kill that before he can get into the husk, and he will do so. And now he's going to focus down the husk. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but he should be able to get it. And oh man, this one tripod again, no charge. No charge on the tripods. That's a big mistake for Wookibert. I'm not sure why he hasn't been doing so. There's Tiberium like right here. He hasn't charged any of his tripods. And he loses another one. And he will be going forward now. Another one comes out of the warp sphere. Does he have the DPS to focus it down? Maybe, maybe not. No, he's going to pull back here. Just take out that warp sphere. The plasma missile battery. And those Vertigo Bombers are going to be coming back any moment now. So he's going to have to be careful about these units here now engaging. And he's got to watch out. He should be able to take that husk back. But to be honest, is he actually going to go for it? He sells off. He sells that off. And he kills that. Oh my god, that's crippling. That is crippling. Wookibert doesn't have the funds to produce this. He's got no money, almost no money at all. And here come the Vertigo Bombers. Got to be careful. There's actually a plasma missile battery there. And they will bomb. And will he lose one? He does lose one. He does lose one, but he does a lot of damage. Venom's now rocking up as well, so he's got a lot of forces here. And these Venoms, you're not going to want to run into that. That's so much damage. Those shard launchers are so OP. They're just amazingly powerful. Unleashed still struggling to harvest. Actually, no, he's got quite a few harvests. He's got 3 harvests here just doing their work. But Venom's now moving down to the bottom of that. Wookibert has now cleaned this field. He's cleaned the top field. The blue field is pretty much bits and pieces. Could send a harvest there just to pick that up. But Wookibert is refining. And I guess that's what's important. If he gets a second tripod, which he will do so, he might be okay to kill these Scorpion tanks, and he will actually save the harvest. And nice work there. But the thing is, Unleash has an Obelisk there. Unleash has a War Factory. We have a thing coming in. It's going to be a Mind Strike. That's going to do a decent amount of damage to these harvesters. Could go in and pick them off. But Wookibert is starting to refine here, which is a problem for Unleashed. It might be time to pull out the artillery, I think, because he's got Vertigo Bombers for defense if these tripods decide to charge him. But yeah, 2 of those harvesters will be going down. Will the second one get away? It does just manage to sneak away, and it's got a full load of Tiberium, which is really important. Second Obelisk comes down. Spectre Artillery, I call it. It's a perfect time for artillery to come out now. It is the perfect time for it to come out. They probably needs to get closer to these obelisks, because if Wookibert goes around and flanks the top, but there's no AA defenses up here, and the Vertigo Bombers, they're searching. They're like, hey, look, tripods, yummy, yummy tripods, and he drops the bombs on them, does a lot of damage, takes the shields off one and damages it to 50%. The other one incurs some splash damage. Seeker Tank coming out now to help with those Vertigo Bombers. The Spectres now are moving down. Yeah, they're moving towards this obelisk line. And that is a really good idea. It's a really good idea from Unleashed to do that, but they need to start firing now. There's 3 tripods here. They do have charge. No conversion reserves, which is a bit of a pain. He is launching these bombs across now. The Vertigo Bombers are going to want to come back soon, but this is a problem for Wookibert. The artillery fire is very, very inaccurate here. Unleashed appears to have them on some kind of attack move, but he is actually moving the drone platform out of harm's way now. Probably a good idea, because it's going to get sieged down, to be honest. And these guys here now starting to fire again. He's got 3 Spectres, which is a nice amount. It's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on Wookibert here. He's got a big line of AA turrets, so the Vertigo Bombers cannot go over there. Oh, that artillery strike. That artillery strike right in the juicy areas there. And now he's going for avatars. A second refinery is down, but I just feel like now that Unleash is gaining strength here with this position. He can actually siege that War Factory, that Warp Sphere, but he's choosing not to do so at the moment. He's trying to focus down the units over here. He has got them on a little bit of a general attack, and the artillery fire is not terribly accurate here. It is trying to fire at moving units, and it's not really working out for him. He is now firing over at this refinery, forces the sell-off. None of the harvesters will go down, but they have to abandon this area. 2 avatars are now out on the field, and they will push Wookibert back. That Seeker Tank, he's on the wrong side of town. He gets taken out. But this artillery now appears to be force firing the ground. So Unleashed might want to change that and start getting these buildings over here, because Wookibert is actually going to retreat out of here. These 2 avatars causing problems. Battle marker down here. These Venoms could clean up that other scout, but he's not paying attention, so that's not going to happen. He's probably microing elsewhere, and he is going to be pushing through now. He might want to stop that artillery fire, because his avatars may move into that very shortly. And Wookibert is still alive, but what has he got? He's got 3 tripods, no conversion reserves. He is moving down. He's got another warp sphere. Did he sell everything? Yeah, he's got a reactor there. He's going to have to sell that. Unleash is just organizing himself by the looks of things. He could sell off everything here just to get some more units out. He's got a structure queued, and he will be moving now. And he's actually going to move into the artillery fire of his units here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, Unleash, what are you doing? You're firing at your own... Oh, no, what are you doing, Unleash? You're firing at your own avatars. And no, he's still firing. He hasn't realized that. And, oh, man, Unleashed, what are you doing, buddy? He's still got those guys on force fire. But he just knocked about 50% of the health off these guys here. And he has these 2 Vertigo Bombers, which are coming in pretty big handy. A few Seeker Tanks will be moving through. There is an Obelisk to defend that will try to defend out this area, but these Seeker Tanks are a pretty powerful attacking force at the moment, just because they have fully upgraded weaponry and they can actually take down a lot of these structures here. But the Avatars are moving back. Vertigo Bombers just driving around here. Not on hold fire by the looks of things, because they just dropped their load right on those Disintegrator squads. That was not good at all. Wookibert actually taking Tiberium. Tib Chem Plant comes down, not sure why. There's really no Tiberium left to do damage with. But these Seeker Tanks will move and kill these Venoms off. But the Vertigo Bombers are actually flying back to base, and I can just see it right now that Unleashed hasn't realized this, and they will fly right over those Seeker Tanks. And Wookibert doesn't seem to realize it, because he doesn't drive. He doesn't continue driving forward. A few more Seeker Tanks over here. It's really all that he can build, I think. He does still have a tech center, but he's obviously a little bit worried about building too many tripods here, because they are vulnerable to air. Still continue to build Seeker Tanks, because I mean they're fully upgraded, so they're going to be quite powerful if mixed in with these tripods. And he is actually starting to come back in this game. He's got a decent sized force here. It's not terribly damaging, but it's enough to cause problems. Meanwhile, this artillery is actually firing between the buildings to cause damage here for Wookibert. And those guys there doing their job. The best thing about stealth artillery is that sometimes you can do this. You can just drive off and they're completely safe with their stealth, fire at a building down and get out of there, because Spectres do have that stealth ability. And that does come in handy a lot. Beams are coming out now, probably to dual beam up these Avatars, but Unleash is playing it slow and steady now. But he is actually starting to lose this base. I'm not sure if that was a good idea, because now Wookibert is starting to come up with a force that is, that can rival what Unleashed has. He still has no conversion reserves, which is still a big issue here. Without conversion reserves, he doesn't have the longevity that he needs. The drone ship is actually here. He does actually have both the bottom spikes, so there you go. Wookibert now getting 30 credit a second just off spikes. And there's Seeker Tanks here. They will actually go down to these Venoms. They're not actually powerful enough to take this out. He needs more of these Seeker Tanks. I'm not sure where they all went. He had more here, but they seem to have just dispersed. I'm not sure where they went. Battle markers up there. There's a flame tank there. There's a few units moving around. Unleashed not very organized right now, but a tripod did actually go down. Seeker Tanks coming. Far out. The Spectre artillery just drives straight through the middle of the map. I'm not sure where they're trying to achieve. This game is getting really, really messy. It is getting really, really messy right now. Both players have units everywhere. It's getting very messy. He's actually starting to upgrade these Avatars now. And he calls in the fresh Tiberium. Whoa, I think that flame tank might even be for a salvage. So I'm not quite sure. He does double beam these guys. Is he actually going to do it? He does. He puts the flame tank on this Avatar. Well, it's going to give it nice anti-infantry, I guess. Disintegrators will be useless against that now. These 2 tripods still causing problems down here, but the Venoms, oh, look at the Venom swarm coming, and of course the Vertigo Bombers are here, and oh man, they're just such good targets, those tripods. Takes one out, and that hurts, that really hurts. A lot of Venoms are here. They could just completely overwhelm the Seeker defense right now. There's no plasma missile battery. There is no plasma missile battery, and there we go. He's just going to focus these down. He needed a plasma missile battery there because he can't, and I think he realized it. Yeah, he flew off because he realizes there's a drone platform is there, and he was going to place one, so that was a smart decision by Unleashed. Still got those Vertigo Bombers. They will be taking off now, and they reloaded pretty quickly, so he's actually going to go back for more. I think he's going to target down that tripod, and he will be doing so. He drops his bombs on it. He does get it. One Vertigo falls. The other one may fall as well. He actually sells off the air tower here. I think he expected to lose both the Vertigo Bombers, but he didn't. And the other Vertigo is actually still alive. Meanwhile, what's happening over here? Avatars are now moving through into this base area. Wookibert's going to lose this base for sure, but Unleashed just lost all of his tech. He's down to tier 1 now. He does have the tier 4 support power over here. He does actually have another air tower, so that's good. Of course, he needs it to repair Venoms as well. But does recover the husk. Wookibert, this game is still continuing to go on. These Avatars, though, completely unstoppable. And with their extra beams now, they should be able to focus that down. Yeah, that Harvester shouldn't be able to get away yet. It looks like all of them have double beams. This one here also has a flame cannon on it, or a flame weaponry on it as well. So that's going to be super deadly versus buildings and infantry. But nonetheless, Wookibert is still alive. He has a force out here. He needs to do something about those aircraft. He might actually have to get shard launchers because they do benefit from the shield upgrade, and I think they would just be a better option right now. But they're not going to be as good against things like Scorpion tanks. Wookibert does drive in here. This wall of obelisk is still here. He could actually sell that off if he wants to. But these Seeker tanks now will be pulling back, and they will be going back into this base area here. So what's happening down here? Harvester's getting transitioned across here. There's actually a double A defense here just to prevent Unleashed from doing anything crazy on this side of the map. Battle markers over here. This Avatar now is just flaming down these buildings. That's really all that was left over here. And he should be able to clean up these lightning spikes. Probably not even much point cleaning them up. They don't really serve much purpose right now. But he has got these 2 Avatars here. He's got these Scorpion tanks as well. He hasn't actually destroyed those. He did take out the, the double A turret. and he will be destroying one of the spikes. So he does take that one down. The avatar over here does clean up one of the spikes, but it leaves the other one there. Wookibert now is pushed into the back corner here of the base. Unleashed, I think, can take this one comfortably. I think he took a little bit too long to get the job done, but he is going to get it done nonetheless. These guys are moving around. These Venoms here, they are getting shot up a little bit, and he doesn't have any AA because he hasn't got a tier 2, so there's no AA available here except for this one plasma missile battery. Vertigo bomber comes in. It does get revealed, but where's it going? It's going to drop its bomb on something. No, it doesn't know what it's doing. It does drop its bomb. It will get destroyed, though. Does a little bit of sporadic damage here. These avatars are in a bit of trouble. These Venoms are a little bit slow to respond, so one of them will fall, but he does get the remainder of the Seeker tanks now. This other avatar is a little bit in a dangerous area. Vapor Bomb comes down, doesn't get the tier 2, which is really important because he needs that to put more AA down. And this avatar now fighting. It's a veteran avatar fighting against a Reaper tripod. Who's going to win? He's got dual beam. He did stop shooting for a moment there, and I think that cost him big time. And Wookibert's going to grab these, and he grabs them with dual beam as well. You got to remember that that both of those will be recovered with dual beam. He does accidentally crush the other husk, which is a really big loss there for Wookibert. He really would have liked to have kept that. But what's happening here? Scorpion tanks coming down now. These Scorpion tanks will be able to focus this one down. They need to destroy the husk as soon as it drops because there's assimilators right there. He will be dropping it now. Assimilator's making a run for it. Does he get the kill off? He does get the crush. We have an elite Scorpion tank there as well, which is a big problem. Flame tank coming in. Wookibert, this is it. This is the death cry of the game, and that is it. So that one went for a little bit longer than it needed to, but up until that point, very good game. So rock solid game by Unleashed, and I really like to watch those fights in the middle where they're both pushing for the middle field and they're both fighting for it for such a long time, and the artillery at the end made the difference, but it made Wookibert decide to leave before he got defeated. So, and he almost made a comeback as well in that game. So Unleashed, I think, dragged his feet a bit. He thought, oh, you know, I got the middle field, I should win the game, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. Wookibert got more money, 191,000 to 185, so he got an extra $6,000, which in a 25-minute game is absolutely nothing. That is nothing. That is nothing to sing about. So tight the whole game, but Unleashed just did the damage. Wookibert, a few decisions needed to be made, such as, you know, charging the tripods, getting conversion reserves would have made a world of difference. Would it have won in the game? Possibly. Don't know. Can't say for sure. But Unleashed probably could have finished him off a little bit quicker there. But anyway, that was a great game. Really enjoyed that. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you all next time.